What's going on, guys? Welcome to, I guess I'm going to label these videos different because they're not trucking videos per se. They're more my cancer journey. And I know a lot of truckers out there, they don't want to see this. To them, it's depressing or it's crap or whatever, you know? So I'm going to label these different so that people know that when I make a video like this, sorry, my blood pressure machine's going off. When I make a video like this, that it's, I guess, me documenting my cancer journey more than talking about trucking. That way people don't click on it and it's something they don't want to watch, you know? I don't care if a video only gets 5 views, as long as the 5 people that watch actually wanted to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I've always been that way. I mean, I like views, don't get me wrong, and right now I could really use the money. I'm about $150,000 in debt, but I'm not gonna clickbait truckers to click on my videos for something they don't want to see. Now, there's been a lot of people that have been around, some of y'all, since the very beginning of this channel. Back when I first started a few years ago. And some of y'all I've helped, some of y'all have helped me, you know. I appreciate that. And a lot of y'all like to keep up with what's going on and how I'm doing and all that kind of stuff. So here we go. Let's get into that. As you can see, I'm back in the hospital and I'm in ICU. I got wires, man, I got wires galore hanging off of everything in here. Just a little red light. May the force be with you. But I'm in ICU. I almost bit the dust. I came pretty close the day before yesterday to no longer existing, ceasing to exist. And when I say close, I mean I was close, real close. I was at home and I wasn't feeling well and I'd been throwing up everything. I mean, water. I tried drinking protein shakes. Sometimes I take protein shakes like the Boost, and since they're kind of hard on my stomach, I'll mix them half and half. I'll take a glass and put half a protein shake and half 2% milk, kind of water it down. And it's a little easier on my stomach that way, believe it or not. Lactose-free milk works even better. So if you have cancer and you're looking for a way to drink a protein shake where it's easier on your stomach, that's a good way to do it. And I'll drink one in the morning, one at lunch, and then one in the evening. That way I can get my protein. But anyhow, I was throwing up everything. There wasn't nothing I could keep down. I was throwing up my pills, I was throwing up water, I was throwing up milk. Nothing would stay down. And I had no energy. And I was laying in bed, and every time I would sit up, I would get dizzy. So I'd lay back down. My blood pressure laying down was reading like 90 over 55, 78 over 50. You know, it was like that. When I would sit up, it would drop even lower. Well, day before yesterday, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I had ran out of water. So my sister and my daughter stay in the house and they watch over me when I'm home. So I had called my sister. My daughter keeps her ringer off. So I called my sister and told her, hey, will you grab me some water? I couldn't get up. She went and got me 2 bottles of water. She brought it to me. And when she brought it to me, I just was feeling so ill. I told her, I said, go ahead and call an ambulance. She said, you don't think you can make it outside to the vehicle? I said, no, there ain't no way. I said, call an ambulance. So she called 911. Ambulance came out, and when they got there, I laid in bed while they did their initial checks. You know, they do all their vitals and everything like that. They go over what pills I'm taking. They talk to me, make sure I know where I'm at, who the president is, all that kind of stuff, which I knew all of that. But then they went to set me up. They couldn't get the bed, take me to the hospital. They couldn't get the bed back there to my room. So they were gonna pick me up, put me in a wheelchair, wheel me outside, and then put me in the bed. But when they set me up, I got dizzy and I ended up passing out and ended up fainting. So I wake up on the bed. I guess they had let go of me or whatever when I fainted. And I went to set up again and I fainted. And then the third time, I don't even remember setting up. I just remember waking up in the ambulance. But they said that I went into a seizure. You know, my hands were across my chest real tight. My body was real tight. My eyes were wide open, but it was just blank. You know, my face lost color. I just went into a seizure. At first, they thought all my electrolytes were gone. They thought I was dehydrated, which was part of it. But actually what was happening, and the reason I'm in ICU, is I had gone into septic shock, which is life-threatening, as y'all know. And had they not been there right at that moment, probably wouldn't be here right now making this video. But anyhow, they get me in the ambulance. I wake up, they're putting the IV in me, starting IV fluids, and I laid there, and as the IV fluids were going, I started feeling a little bit better. Still off, still real icky. Stomach was still nauseous. As a matter of fact, I think I threw up one time between there and the hospital. And I might have passed out between there and the hospital because I don't remember part of the ride. And it's about a 30-minute ride from there to the hospital. And part of it I don't remember. But it was scary, especially when they went in, when I heard that lady tell the driver to go into code 3 and put the lights on and the siren on. I just knew it was serious, you know. Whatever was going on was serious. So that's what was happening. So I get to the hospital there in Victoria. They take me over to Citizen and went in the emergency room, which they run some blood work. They're running more fluids. They did a CT scan on me, and they decided I needed to get to MD Anderson, back up here to where I've been coming to here in Houston. So they put in for a medical transport, and about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, day before yesterday, I ended up getting on an ambulance and riding it up here to Houston, to MD Anderson, which is where I'm at now. Currently on the 7th floor, room 31. And by the way, if any of y'all are in Houston and you want to come by and say hi, come by and say hi. You know, I love a visitor. I love when someone stops by. It kind of lifts me up a little bit. And even if they move me rooms, you can still find me because there's a board. My name's Morgan Buckley. You can find me on the board, you know. Anyhow, I get up here, they put me in ICU and get fluids started, antibiotics started. Now they're running some more tests, you know, trying to find exactly where the infection is and treat the infection, which I've been having infections treated for like 2 months now. So hopefully they're not antibiotic resistant. You know, if they are, I'm in a world of trouble, as y'all well know. But I am feeling a lot better. I am eating more. I'm not throwing up. I had some strawberries earlier, and I got some strawberries here to munch on for tonight. I had a little bit of macaroni and cheese and a banana, which I still got a half a banana left. You know, so I mean, I've been eating little bits at a time here and there. It's about 12:30 at night right now, Texas time, Central time. But I'm hoping I can get to a regular room the next few days. I'm able to stand up now and not get totally lightheaded or dizzy. I'm not fainting. I stood up earlier. I really would like to get to a regular room though, because in ICU, you know, you gotta have all this stuff plugged to you, and it's constantly going off. It makes it hard to sleep, makes it hard to relax. It's keeping me alive, so it is what it is, right? Anyway, that's the update on me. I hope all of you out there are doing great, staying safe, staying out of trouble. Hope you're doing a whole lot better than me. Hope y'all are carrying them loads. I ain't out there, so you got more loads to carry, driver. You'll get my loads carried on down the road. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate all the love and support I get on here. I appreciate all the prayers. You know, the $5 or $10 I get here and there really makes a difference. Helps me out a lot. Y'all mean a lot to me. Y'all take care, stay safe. Drop a comment down below and let me know how you're doing. And keep trucking.